I'm Paul Fromm. I live on the mountain, and I'm running for mayor of this beautiful city. I'm running on a number of issues, but my two big issues is that I am the motorist friend and the freedom candidate. Uh, I'd like to talk about something I'm sure you've experienced that won't be telling you anything new: traffic gridlock. It is insane. I've got a lot of stories, but I'll stop with just one. In late June, I attended a picnic just outside of Ancaster, and that was on a Saturday afternoon. Around 2:30, I decided I would drive with a friend to Greektown on the Danforth in Toronto. Now, that would normally, either on the Gardiner or the 401 in the Don Valley, be about an hour and 10 minutes. It took me three. No, there was no snow, no ice, no rain, not even an accident. And this is not unusual. You probably have even worse stories. It's traffic gridlock, and something has to be done about it. You don't hear the politicians talking about it. People at City Hall don't have a clue. And traffic gridlock challenges with us with a number of things that we could, as municipal politicians, do, and other things that we could lobby for. I'm going to start off with things we could do. Number one, the goal is, for at least my goal, is to be the motorist's friend. In other words, to help traffic move as quickly and expeditiously as possible. That's not the view of many politicians and many bureaucrats. Many bureaucrats basically hate the car. Well, not their own car, of course. And they have made war on the automobile in the GTA for over 20 years. In some places worse, some places not so bad. But Hamilton is bad. Our roads are in deplorable condition. I can think of at least one place on the Mohawk near the Lincoln Expressway where there's a pothole big enough to practically swallow your wheel. Now, it's been there for months. Another thing that you'll find is the ready, willy-nilly blocking of lanes for no reason. I don't mean they block off a lane and they do some construction and then take away the cones. I regularly pass places where the cones are there, no work's going on, and there isn't a hole in the ground. Recently, I was going down Main Street from the 403, and in the left-hand lane, just around Locke Street, I suddenly noticed, and I'm glad I did, maybe a waist or chest high couple of stone barriers or concrete barriers. They were blocking off perhaps 100 feet of a lane, but for no reason. There was nobody working there. There wasn't a hole in the ground. And believe me, if you weren't watching carefully, you could be on top of those things and tear out the guts of your car, and maybe you too. This reflects one of the attitudes of many people at City Hall. They just don't care about the motorists. In fact, they'd really rather you left your car at home and went out on your bicycle. Yeah, February. It's totally impractical. So as mayor, I would be watching for things like that. I want the roads fixed and make them safe. I want lanes blocked off by cones only when construction's going on. No workers, no cones. No workers, no blockage. Because the motorists are a chief priority of mine. I also would loudly lobby other levels of government. On the last weekend of August, you probably know that there was a section of the 403 that was blocked almost all weekend, 403 westbound. The backup this caused on city streets was colossal. In fact, a friend of mine was coming over to my place, and the friend lives, I'm going to say about 5 miles away, was so intimidated by the gridlock that my friend actually walked 5 miles to my place. That, as far as I'm concerned, is unacceptable. We've got to give the efficient use of the roads a top priority. And I'm absolutely opposed to the to installing blocks or humps or whatever on our roads. First of all, they're usually not needed. Secondly, they're very damaging to cars. Another reason the traffic gridlock is a problem, and on not only just your personal frustration and being late for work or appointments, but people are concerned about the environment. What do you think your car is doing while you're sitting there waiting and waiting or creeping along far slower than you ought to be? Well, you're throwing a lot of gas fumes up in the environment into the atmosphere. That can't be good either. Uh, what would bring to City Hall is a mindset. I'm the motorist's friend, and I want uh, motor traffic to be as efficient and quick as it can be, rather than gotta calm it down, gotta slow it down, stick up another light. That should not be our priority. My priority is to defend the rights of the long forgotten motorist. This is Paul Fromm on the 24th of October. Vote for me as mayor of Hamilton. I'm somebody who's going to get things done, and I'm on your side.